Hey everyone, it's Tox from CritsHappen.com. Thanks for watching and welcome back. We're here with another critical preview, which is where we take a game that's about to be on Kickstarter, put it through its paces, and let you know what we thought about it during our gameplay experiences. This isn't meant to be a review or a critical strike, it's more of a preview and our experiences we had while playing the game. This time out, we're going to take a look at Privateer from Insignia Games. Now, many of you may be familiar with this already, as Privateer was already on Kickstarter once before. The designers held it back and pulled it off at Kickstarter to do a little bit more work around the game design and mechanics, and they're about to relaunch once again. Now, what you're about to see when we show you gameplay of this is not the actual final copy. This is a beta or a prototype copy, so if you'd like to learn more about the final production copy, you can take a look at their Kickstarter page directly, which will be in the links below in the YouTube description, or at the end of this video we'll have a link to it as well. But in the meantime, what is Privateer? Well, Privateer is all about setting sail on the high seas of the Caribbean, being a pirate, discovering relics, gaining great fortune, and amassing infamy by upgrading your ship and selling goods at different ports. Of course, as a pirate, there's going to be battles, both with other players and with merchant ships. So come with us as myself, Mrs. Tox, and Kraken Dan play a 3-player game of Privateer. Alright, hi everyone, it's Tox from Crits Happen. I'm here with Mrs. Tox and Kraken Dan, and we are going to go through Privateer, which is about to be on Kickstarter. So what we've done so far is we have shuffled up the port cards, we have shuffled up the primary deck, we've gone through and laid out our character ships on our ports. I am in Cartagena. Daniel, you are, where are you? You're in Caracas, yep, you're purple, and then Mrs. Tox is in Tortuga. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to choose captains. So we get to shuffle up this nice skull deck of captains. We're each dealt 2, and we're going to choose 1 to keep and 1 to discard. Okay, so I had a choice between James Plantain and Benjamin Hornigold. I am going to go with Benjamin Hornigold. And the reason is I really like his ability. He gives you an additional cargo, so I'm going to move my cargo score up by 1. Which is also going to give me 1 infamy immediately, so I'm on there and good to go. But he says after selling cargo, you may roll the color die, which is right now just a 6-sided die painted because, as always, this is a beta copy and not representative of the final product. But I will roll the color die and fill my hold to capacity with the good rolled. So each good is a different color. If I were to have sold my stuff, I could roll a die, I would get purple, and I could take paprika and fill up 4 paprika into my hold or my hand. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go on. Who are you, Mrs. Tox?
I had a choice between Woodes Rogers and Robert Culliford, and I chose Robert Culliford.
Okay.
And his ability says that when entering a new port, you may swap that port's card with any other port card.
Awesome. The port cards are going to be these things that are laid out telling us how much the commodities and the goods are worth.
And he gives me an extra cargo.
Alright, so you're going to get a thing as well.
Alright, well I had 2 choices. I had Ned Lowe and Stede Bonnet. I went with Ned Lowe. He's a little more cutthroat. When entering a new port, it may steal a relic from another player. So I'm going to have some fun stealing relics from everybody.
Because you're low. Get low, get dirty.
I'm Ned Lowe.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put out port cards. So we've shuffled these up, and each port is going to get a new card. And they look very similar, but each port card is going to tell you how much each good is worth in that port. And then going in order, we're going to start in our port. So I'm in Cartagena, for example, so I'll use the Cartagena port card to either buy upgrades for my ship with my 10 silver that I have in my purse, or buy goods to put on my boat. So I am going to go ahead and start that off and pull out my 10 silver and start to buy things. Now, because Hornigold likes to have a large amount of cargo hold, I would probably want to upgrade that a little bit before I buy anything. Now, you'll notice along the track here, there is an infamy number and there is a cost. So every time you upgrade one of your ship's abilities in a port, whether it's the beginning of the game or later in the game when you land in a new port, The cost is how much you have to pay in silver. Once you move up, that's how much infamy each upgrade is worth. So for example, right now my hold has been upgraded 1 because of Benjamin's ability, so I have 1 infamy, and I didn't have to pay for that because it's the captain's ability. But if I want to upgrade it to 5, then I have to pay 4. So I have to pay 4 silver back to the main supply. Now I have 2 infamy total with that, so I can move up 1 more to 2, which is kind of nice. This is a constant score of infamy that you're always checking and always making sure at the end of each turn that you're truing up. So that leaves me with a total of 6 silver. Now, while it's great to have a lot of cargo space, you also need to move pretty fast. So the other options are cannons, crew, and sails. Cannons help you in battle, crew helps you in skill tests, and sails help you move and sail faster. So I'm actually going to upgrade my sails, so I'm going to spend 2 more and get 3 back, leaving me with 4 total, and move my sails up to 4, which gives me another 1 infamy, so I'll move up to 3 infamy. And then I'm going to take my 4 silver and blow it all on fruit, which is the lowest cost commodity in Cartagena. So I'm going to take 4 of these, and that's going to go into my hold, or in my hand basically. You're never going to play these until you get to another port and you're going to sell. So I'll just hold on to these right now. You can leave them face up. It's okay if other players see them. They know what you have, because we could be fighting each other and could be stealing from each other.
Okay, I am going to upgrade my sails.
Okay.
So there's 2.
Okay.
I'm going to upgrade my crew
Okay.
by 2.
Okay.
And then for the last part, I am in Tortuga.
Correct. The cheapest good there is rum. My favorite.
So I shall buy rum.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and increase my hold as well. So that's going to cost 2.
Okay.
And I think I'm also going to actually increase my cannon
Ooh.
to 2.
Very nice.
And lastly, I'm going to go ahead
Those
and
guys.
increase my sail as well. So
Wow.
I'm going to go with all of those.
All right, so let's double check our infamy now. So you've upgraded 3 different things, Mrs. Talk. So you have a total of 3 infamy. Kraken Dan has 4 infamy because he has each of his abilities on his ship upgraded by 1 level. So that's really good. So you're actually in the lead by 1 point.
Right,
He
and
needs to buy.
Yes.
And I'll use the last 4 silver to buy 4 fruit.
Buy 4 fruit. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 2 fruit left. So if anybody wants to buy fruit, the max they can buy is 2. That's all that's left on the market in this entire Caribbean world. There's only 10 pieces of fruit. So, okay, so from here, now we start to take our turns. One thing we need is a wind marker. So if we could grab another token. Doesn't matter what color it is. The wind starts dead, basically is the easiest way to describe it. It starts in the center and it's not going to be moving anywhere. But essentially, when cards are drawn and you can move the wind, if you sail with the wind, you move double speed. If you sail against the wind, you move half speed. And your speed is equal to your sails. So, I'll go ahead and start. And essentially what happens on your turn is the first thing you do is you draw over one of these adventure cards. And this is really good. It's a map fragment. This is a relic. These are either going to be relics or fortunes. Relics are normally very, very good. Fortunes are like global effects that are potentially good and possibly dangerous. So the map fragment is really cool. The map fragment itself is worth 1 infamy. So I will go ahead and move myself up 1 infamy. However, if you receive more map fragments, they exponentially get better. So 2 map fragments are worth 2 each, 3 map fragments are worth 3 each, the concept being that, of course, you're getting closer to the treasure. So from there, now I can sail and move up to the amount of my sails, which is 4. Now, what you want to do is either plot a course to another port that you can sell your goods that you have in your cargo hold for a lot of money to then upgrade your ship, or potentially go after and attack somebody else. The challenge is that when you attack somebody else, you have the potential to lose or gain cargo, and you need to make sure that your cargo score is big enough to hold what you could possibly steal. So at the very beginning of the game, we haven't found too much attacking going on, but that can happen a lot later in the game. So I can move a total of 4 spaces. Each box is a space, and you can only move orthogonally. You can only move up, down, left, or right, no diagonals. So I have fruit in my hold, and it looks like fruit is pretty cheap everywhere except Tortuga. So I may be sailing up north towards Tortuga. So I am going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and end my turn right there. All right, so your card is a fortune. Now, you'll notice on this it says not our artwork. They've done a really good job to make sure that this is beta and what's theirs and what's not. So again, this isn't representative of the final product. If you want to check that out, I definitely recommend going to the Kickstarter page. This is going to be fun, not for me, but it's called Parlay, and it says each player rolls their crew. The highest score receives a free upgrade. After, you may receive a free upgrade. So since this is her card, she's definitely going to receive an upgrade. But you two each have a crew score, so you each roll 1 die, and you roll, because your crew is 1, so you each roll 1 die. She gets a 6, pretty good. And you get a 4. So she gets 2 free upgrades. And upgrades are upgrades to your ship. So she's going to get a pretty good amount of upgrades here. You're doing your hold and your sails. That's pretty good. So she has a total of 5 infamy total right now. So that puts her in the lead. Now, we haven't even talked about this. The way you win this game is to get to 20 infamy. And it's the first person to get to 20. There's no, we hit 20 and then everyone gets another turn. It's the first pirate to become infamous like El Guapo or something like that. He wasn't a pirate though. All right, now you get to move.
And I get to go to move 5. I
You
have rum.
Rum is really good in Caracas. It is worth 4.
But I am actually going to go to La Habana.
La Habana. She has a plan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are you worried about me attacking you?
No.
Since you have the same cannons I do, I wouldn't either, but we'll see. The Dread Pirate Kraken Dan.
All right, so yeah, I'm trying to decide what to do because I mean, obviously Tortuga makes.
Well, first let's give you a card.
Yeah, let's see what happens there.
You get a map fragment.
Okay,
so you get
cool.
1 victory or 1 infamy point. I keep calling them victory points throughout this, and I got to remember to call it infamy. That's just a mindset thing.
There's a part of me that Tortuga just seems far. Maybe it's just because.
No, Catalina is far. You're on the other end of the Caribbean, my friend.
See, I always think San Juan is the farthest over there.
No, but it is beautiful this time of year.
I can go 4 then, is that right?
Yes.
I think I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go right here.
Okay. All right, so my turn. I am going to flip over the top card, and we get a favorable winds. You may select a new direction for the wind. Well, I am going to select north. So I am going to be going with the wind, so I get to move double speed. So any movement I go north, I'm allowed to move 2 spaces for each sail that I have. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and end up just shy of Tortuga. So that was pretty close. Because the favorable wind is only blowing north, I can't get extra spaces going east at all. And you land in the port, not adjacent to the port. So that was pretty close, but we're getting there. And that will help you because you're heading towards San Juan.
And her, actually.
A little bit, yes.
A little bit.
Yes. All right. Mrs. Talks gets favorable winds. Would you like to select a new direction for the wind, or would you like to keep it going north?
I shall go west.
You should go west. That's what I thought. Very good.
All right, so we're going to
The math is still the
go
same.
1,
You get to go double moving west now. Yeah, 1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, 4,
5. Very close. All right. And then Kraken Dan, you get favorable winds. Wow, did we shuffle? Favorable winds. Would you like to go north with it?
That makes the most sense. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
And I'll go 1,
Mhm.
2. Doesn't really matter. I can just go 3, 4, and that's going to put me there.
Yes,
That's
correct.
the best I can do.
You could have gone 3 to the right and then 2 up and been 1 higher.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
it's
Go 3 and then 4 and put me
Yeah,
right there.
it's
But it's
still 1 pin.
That's actually better.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Right,
Yeah,
we'll do
yeah.
that.
So okay.
Smart.
All right, the winds are coming at us. We'll see what we can do here. All right, so I get a relic. I get the compass. You may add your crew to your sails when sailing. Well, that's really good. However, I don't have any crew. I'm a crewless ship. Benjamin Hornigold is only by himself with a lot of fruit, which makes for a lonely day at sea. So I'm going to move, and I'm going to move into Tortuga. So When we move into Tortuga, I now have the option to sell my goods and buy upgrades. And then at the end of my turn, we're going to get a new port card on Tortuga. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sell all 4 of my fruit. Now, if you remember when I was in Cartagena, I bought these for 1. Now I'm in Tortuga, I can sell them for 4. So I get 16 total gold. Now, because of Benjamin's ability, it gets even better. Because when I sell, I now have the ability to roll the color die and fill my hold with whatever good I roll. So we'll go ahead and roll this. We'll get green, which is fruit. So I'll go ahead and get 5 fruit. So I have a 5 hold. So now there's only 1 fruit left. And get those all back, which is a little bit of pirate money laundering, I think, but it'll work for right now. So, and now I can upgrade my ship. So I am going to, oh no, we have to get a new port card. We get a new port card out in Tortuga, and oh, I wish I could sell my fruit there again because it's worth 5 now. But you can't sell in the port you just bought from. That's one of the rules. You have to go to a new port. So I have a lot of gold, or a lot of silver. So let's see what we can do. I want to get faster, but I also want my crew to help me out. So I think I'm going to spend a total of 6 silver to upgrade my crew by 2. So 2 silver to move it up 1 and 4 silver to move it up another. Then I'm going to move up my sails by 1. So I'll spend 4 silver to move that up to 5. And then I am going to spend my last 6 to upgrade my hold to 6. So now I have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total infamy, plus my 8 for my relic. So I have a total of 8.
You don't get one for the compass?
No, the compass does not give me any infamy. It only lets me add my crew to my sails. But now that I have crew, I actually have a sails of 7 because I have 5 for my sails plus 2 for my crew. So as long as nobody goes to another port and steals my relic,
that's going to happen.
Oh, low down, dirty pirate, then we'll see what happens. But you have a map fragment, so stealing my map fragment might actually be more beneficial for you. You never know. All right, so that is the end of my turn, and it's Mrs. Tock's turn. Ooh, the black market. Okay.
This is interesting.
This is fun. Okay, so this is you. So it says select a relic controlled by each other player. So he only has 1. Do you want me to put my map fragment or my compass into the black market?
Your compass.
Okay. So both of these go to you. You then, all of us get silver equal to our crew. So you get 1, and I get 2. Which is nice because I don't have any money, so that will actually help me out. And now we're going to bid. No, it's not random. You get to actually pick.
Okay.
So because you have money as well, and you're gonna get to pick. Now, what's gonna happen is the black market. Mrs. Tox is gonna pick a relic, and we're gonna all bid on it blindly. You don't have to bid anything, but the trick is, whatever you bid, win or lose, you're gonna lose that money back to the supply. So it's kind of nice that you get the silver from your crew. Of course, it's even better that I upgraded my crew, so I actually get silver. But essentially what's going to happen here is she's going to have the option of picking whichever relic. We're going to bid on it, and somebody could get my compass. I could maybe get your map fragment.
Does she get to bid as well?
She does get to bid as well. But the thing is, since she gets to choose the order, she could pick one that you and I want to fight over. And then she could not bid on it, and then she could pick the second one, and we've spent all our money, and she gets to get it for free, or for a single silver.
Right?
You can use as much as you want. If you have 20 silver and want to bid 20 silver, you can bid it.
All right, the first one is the map fragment.
The map fragment. Okay. All right. So we all bid blindly. We put however much money we want into our hands, and then put it out over here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, all right, I spent 2 on that, so I get the map fragment. Now that's going to help me out because that's worth 2 each now. So let's go ahead and do the last one here. This is the compass. All right, so I'm obviously out because I have no more money. But Kraken Dan and Mrs. Tox are going to be able to bid here and see what who's got the nuts to get what they want. 1, 2, 3, go! Oh, there you go. You're a big bidder there, Kraken Dan.
I'll just take them.
You're just going to take one. I know, that's what I was thinking.
Why spend money?
Exactly. All right, so now I changed my infamy score because I actually have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 now because these guys are each worth 2. So that goes up. And then you go down because you only have 4 because you lost your map fragment to the black market.
And then I get to move.
You get to move into La Habana. which
Okay.
is gorgeous this time of year.
So I have my rum that I need to sell.
Rum, rum, rum.
But
rum
my
goes in
captain's
belly.
ability says when entering a new port, I may swap that port card with any other port.
That's the idea. Let me take a
So-
guess. Caracas?
Yes.
All right. So that's a good ability. So she gets to swap these 2 port cards. So now, when she was in La Habana, the rum was 3. Now it's 4. So you get 16 silver?
Yes.
Because you're selling 4 of them. Very good. And now you can go through the lovely process of upgrading your ship and buying goods. I'm going to reverse these to the right direction. There we go.
Okay, I am going to upgrade my crew for 4,
Okay.
and I am going to upgrade my speed for 6,
Okay.
and then I am going to buy, I believe it's paprika?
Yeah. Well, you're in La Habana.
Oh no, yeah, for
There's
2.
only 1 fruit though, so you could buy the 1 fruit for 1, but that's the only one you're gonna be able to buy because we have all the fruit. We're cornering the market. Pork belly.
I'm going to take 3 paprika.
3 paprika for 6. Unos, dos, tres.
What did I get?
You get a black market, so
Great.
yeah. So you choose her relic and then one of mine. I'm presuming a map fragment since that's the only one I have.
So 1 goes to me. She gets
I get 2.
I get 2.
she gets 2. So everybody.
So you take these
Right.
and you choose which one you want to bid on first. And this is really bad for us because he doesn't have to bid on anything and just steal whatever we want. Oh, do we have to adjust your infamy?
Yes,
Yes.
I forgot to
You
do
have
it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she goes up to 7. Very good. All right.
All right. Let's bid on the map fragment.
Let's bid on the map fragment. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, ba, dun, bum, bum, ba, dun, bum, bum.
Ready?
1,
And-
2, 3. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That was wrong. It's like, oh, look, I'm
And the compass.
palm everything. Look at that. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, I get the compass. Very nice. All
What
right.
happens if you tie?
Then you roll the dice.
Oh,
So you
okay.
would roll to see who gets the most.
Okay, so my infamy goes up by 1 now since I
Yep.
have a map
And
fragment.
mine goes down. Mine's gonna go down, but let's just double check to make sure. I have 4, 7, 8 now. Yep.
Big difference. You
Yeah,
have the
because
double version, right?
yeah, you have the double version. Yeah, the maps are really good, but
All right. And so I can
move 1 into San Juan,
San Juan.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. The island
That's where you're
of
from,
my
right?
family.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's why I had to go there.
The infamous Kraken
We
Dan.
live right, most of the house.
Right above the A.
Okay, so I've got fruit to sell.
Fruit
it's going to
to
sell
sell.
for 3, so that's 12.
I'll give you 12 farthings. Very good.
All right, thank you, moneylender.
Very good.
All right,
And you get to steal someone's.
I do. I think I want the compass actually.
Yeah, that's why you would.
that
That's
makes
why I
more
only
sense
spend
to me.
1 just to see what would happen. So,
And
so you have
I'm
a pretty good
going
amount of silver. You
to-
got 13.
Yeah, 13.
pretty good.
It's a nice amount. I want to pay. It's 4 to upgrade my cannons, right? Let's do that.
Okay.
And then
Lots of cannons.
yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead and increase. I'm gonna increase my crew. That's another 4. It looks
Mhm.
like.
Okay.
And do that, and that leaves a 5.
And you can still buy goods.
I can, but I'm not going to actually.
Yeah, you're going to be attacking things. I think.
There's no point, right? I think
Yeah.
I'm going to actually use this 5 to increase something else, but their sales or hold, I can't decide. The more I hold, the better. I can sell. Sales get me there faster. I think I'll do sales.
Okay. So you have 1 silver left.
Right.
There you go.
It's going to put me there, which
So
is
now you
total
have
of-
7 infamy.
Right.
So you move up. That's pretty good.
I'm catching
I'll tell you the
back
one
up.
thing. I don't know if you guys have any
Oh,
comment.
hold on. I
on
got to
this.
back up.
Yeah.
Her. Where is she? She's in.
She's in La Habana.
That should have switched at the end.
Yes, you should have gotten a new card at the end of
And
yours.
now mine should
And
go.
now yours does
Right.
too. Yes, very good. Very good. All right. One thing that I really like, and I don't know what you guys think, just I know this is like our 5th time playing this or 6th time playing this, but I like that the captains feel very different. They all, I mean, we're all upgrading our ship in different ways, but no one's like running away with something, well, maybe other than her with her sales, but she's been paying for them.
Well, she got them because of that
Right.
really good roll helped a lot. You know,
Right. So it's, I really like that. All right, yeah,
the
yeah.
upgrades really helped.
Cheater. But okay. Okay, so San Juan and La Habana have their new things. And again, we did that because we forgot to do it at the end of Mrs. Tox's turn. So you're done. All right. And what do I have? I have a bunch of fruit. I really wish I could sell in Tortuga, which would be great. But really the only other high port with fruit is Caracas. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Ooh, I get a sea chart. You may add your crew to your cargo hold. That's actually really good, especially for Benjamin Hornigold. Okay. All right, so I get the favorable winds.
Yay!
Look at that. We're going to go south.
Yeah, I would think so.
All right, so I'm going to head to Caracas. So I am going to go 1, 2, 3. Hang on a second. I have 5. I can only get 1. That's really not that big of a deal.
Not worth attacking over.
Yeah.
And then one more
6, 7. Now I move 7 because I have a 5 sail and a 2 crew. Ooh.
No, you don't have that anymore.
I don't have that anymore. I don't have that. I forgot about that. All right,
Okay.
so I go 1, 2, 3.
Stop for a second. You know, what you do have, though, is the one that increases your cargo hold.
Yes.
So actually, it might be worth attacking because you think you have 3
That's a
cargo
good
hold.
point. That's a good point. Yeah, so I actually have 8 cargo holds. So I have 3 left over. So yeah, so I'll end my turn on the merchant ship. So the merchant ships are these little black ships that are out here in the middle of the ocean. Now, with merchant ships, you're basically going to be rolling an attack die, which is a 6-sided die, and adding your cannons. Now, the challenge for me is I only have a 3 cannon, so the highest I can roll is a 9. So as long as the merchant ship, who will roll 2 red dice, doesn't beat me, I'll be okay. So Kraken Dan, why don't you go ahead and roll the merchant ship. I'll roll this. Ooh, 11. Wow. So I have 9, that's 11, so I'm going to lose 2 of my fruit. So these will go back to the main thing. Yeah, brilliant idea, Kraken Dan. I see where you're going.
I didn't know you were going to let me roll.
Oh yeah, you have such a big cargo hold, dude. That's
I roll risk style.
That's right. Okay, that's it. Okay, Mrs. Tox gets a shrunken head. You may add 2 to your infamy. That's a good point. Let's double check our infamy, make sure we're all squared
Go
up
with her,
here.
sister.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So she has 10.
Which follows.
Yep.
She's blue, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I have 2, 4, 7, 8, which I'm at.
All right.
You have 2, 4, 6, 7, which you're at. So
Right.
we're good. All right. Where would you like to go, Miss Tortuga or Catalina? Because I'm not going anywhere else since my captain is so cool.
Yes, I'm going to go to Catalina.
Okay.
And the winds are in my favor.
Yep.
May
So,
the winds on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So close. Okay. That's it. Kraken Dan, you get a cut purse. You may either steal a relic from another player or trade purses with another player.
I think I would rather steal a relic, actually, because...
Well, you got 2 more infamy. Sorry.
You want my shrunken head?
No. I actually
No.
want...
The math, right?
No, I actually want the cargo
No,
hold
you
one.
don't. No.
I want the ones that do things.
Yes,
look
yes,
at
it
this.
does,
You see how
yes.
this works? Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, dude, just go ahead, roll your cargo. You'll be fine. And now I'm going to take it from you. That's
I want the ones that do things. All right.
pretty funny.
I only want the ones that say not our artwork.
There you go.
All right, so it's time for me to sail.
Yep, going south.
I'm going south. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. I was going to stop there and attack, but you know what? I think I may just go straight to...
But you don't have any goods to sell.
Well, I don't, you're right. And that would get me some. Yeah, that's a valid point. I don't have any goods to sell. So I guess I should stop by this
I'm gonna
merchant
get you
ship
back.
and try to get some... I know you are.
I'm going to get you back.
All right, here we go.
Oh, look at
no,
that.
you're not.
2 versus 11. So you could take up to 9 goods because of the difference in the attack, but you can only hold
Hold 4.
6.
Oh, I can hold 6 because of the
6,
sea chart.
yes.
So I'll
Yes.
take 6 goods. And since
6
I'm heading to
of-
Caracas...
Probably.
Now, I
sugar?
can't go back to San Juan, right?
No.
Even though I didn't buy the... You can't go back to the port you came from,
Right, you have to go to a new port. Yeah.
The winds are going south, so it does seem to make sense to go to Caracas. And it looks
Sugar?
like sugar is a 5. Yeah, so give me
So,
6
1,
of
2, 3,
those.
4, 5, 6. That was pretty big, because if you can get there and she doesn't change anything, that's like 30.
You know what? Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's right.
I'm not gonna take the sugar because she's got paprika, right?
Yeah, but you don't know which. So she's gonna go to Catalina.
Yeah.
So that's this is probably gonna be the card
I'll
that
take
ends
the
up in the
cinnamon.
Caracas. You're gonna take cinnamon. Yeah,
I'll take
smart
cinnamon.
move. Smart move.
And I'll take 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right.
Because
All right. Okay, I'm up. I get a parlay.
no.
So each player rolls their crew, and after the highest will receive a free upgrade, and then I will receive a free upgrade. So we each roll 2 dice. So let's just go around the horn. I got 2, and I get a 6.
Good.
Not bad. You have 2, and you get an 8. Much better.
Wonderful.
You have 2, and you get a 3. All right. So Mrs. Tox gets a free upgrade, and I get a free upgrade. I am going to
2.
upgrade my cargo. So that will bump me up 1 on my
Right.
infamy, and she'll go up 1 on her infamy.
I'm upgrading my crew.
All right.
All right. And now I can move. So I can move a total of 5. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get so close. You know what I might do, actually? I might not do that.
You go Cartagena?
Well, no, because the winds are blowing south.
But you could go 1, 2, 3, and double up south. 4,
Yeah,
5, and
I was
be at
thinking about
Cartagena.
coming over to attack this.
Oh, okay.
The problem is Cartagena, my fruit's only worth 1, which really isn't that good.
That is true.
But I could use my captain's ability to upgrade or get my hold refilled, so I think that's a better move. So I'm actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and land in Cartagena. So I'm going to sell my fruit, which is really terrible, for only 3. So I'll get 3 silver. Then I roll the colored die because, again, my captain's ability fills my hold after I sell. And I get sugar. So I get a total of 7 sugar. 6, 7.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty nice because,
You're not paying for
it's a
your
little
goods.
random, but yeah, you're not paying
I
for
mean, you're
your
right.
goods.
You only made 3, but it was a net.
Right.
That was from 0.
Now I'm going to spend 2, and I'm going to upgrade my cannons. So I have a total now of 4, 8, 9, 10 total infamy.
Sounds right.
And Mrs. Tox is running away with it. We get a new port card in Cartagena. And there we go. Looks like fruit is popular in Cartagena. All right, Mrs. Tox, you get a cup purse. Would you like to exchange purses with someone, or would you like to steal a relic with someone? Or from someone? Just don't.
I am going to steal this relic from Kraken Dan over here.
Yeah! All right, now this is interesting. So your cargo hold is no longer as big as it was. So, which means you're going to have to dump stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes. So you have.
Yeah, I'll have to go down 6 to 4.
Right. So you're going to have to dump 2.
For at least 1 turn.
That's right.
Until I get back. I need to get that back in a few seconds.
That's a pretty long range cannon attack too. I mean, that's like all the way across the Caribbean. Talking like Matrix style
I think
cannons.
it's more of a thievery kind of thing.
It is.
All right, so I'm going to move into Catalina.
Okay.
And
You're gonna switch with.
I'm going to switch, but it's not what you guys thought I was
That's
going to
all right.
switch. I'm going to switch
La
this
Habana.
one
All right.
with that one.
All right.
So I can sell my paprika for 4 each.
Which is
12.
12 because you have 3 of them. Very good.
And then I am going to... I'm going to upgrade... No, I'm not. No, because I was going to...
Oh yeah, because you just got the.
Oh, no,
chart.
but he's going to steal it from me.
He
So
very well might.
I'm
very
going to
possible.
I'm going to spend 6 and upgrade my cargo hold.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 6 and get fruit.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fruit because they only cost 1 in Catalina, and we get a new port card in Catalina. It's worth 5. Too bad you can't stay there. Such a shocker though. You can just go there and take the port card with you, right? All right, Kraken Dan, flip the card. You get a cup purse. You can steal a relic, or you can steal someone's purse. I call it a mirth, actually, or I guess it would be
I know
a
she
purse.
just
a
spent all
pirate
your money
purse.
and you've got a
Pirate purse.
coin,
A
so I will
purse.
take this back, I guess.
Okay.
I can't get my cinnamon back, but that's
Too
alright.
bad.
That's
yes. Are you off to Caracas for the 1 cinnamon?
I don't know.
She kind of
I'm sorry.
screwed you on that.
A little bit, you know? A little bit. Trying to...
All right, man. Where are you going?
How am I thinking?
Sailing the 7 seas.
Yeah, I think I might have to go. Well, yeah, it's really far away. Everything that's
That's worth something.
yeah. If I wanted to get to, yeah, I'd have to go all the way.
Leave your motherland. Come to the ocean.
I wish the winds were going. I wish I gotten a wind card. I would have gone in a different direction.
Yeah. You know what's kind of cool? I mean, you can tell just from the basics of this right now how things are working out, but even more so, like I can already start to see some huge opportunities for upgrades with this game. Like, you know, you have extra cards in here that like have whales capsize your boat and send you back to a port, or krakens or anything like that. I mean, there's so many options that this game could grow, which is really cool.
1, 2,
I should
3,
actually be
4,
at,
5, 6,
um,
7. I'm gonna go
Okay.
there.
I should be at 12.
Are you complaining that you don't have enough points? Oh, you're going down. Wow,
Yeah.
how honest of you. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, look at
Okay,
that.
cool.
Very nice. All right, that's it. All right.
No, you know what?
Good.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna go to Caracas.
Caracas, you are.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And here's why. Because for one thing, I want to steal my relic.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and,
Good
and
point.
that's a big part of the game for me is
Yes.
getting the relics. So do I want? You know, I'll take the shrunken head.
Okay. So she goes down by 2 and you go up by 2.
Right.
Tight game.
And then, you know, I guess. I mean, I have 4 cinnamon. I might as well just get my. Yeah, and I think I'll just sell them.
Okay.
And get 3, 4 coin. And the only thing I can afford to buy with that would be a larger hold, which is a good idea, but yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'll just go like that, and that puts me. Oh, look.
Look at that. We're all at 10. Now, are you're not buying anything from your...
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
because you're the plundering Kraken Dan.
Buy things. What?
Survey says I get a parlay. Very nice. So everyone rolls their crew score. I have 2. I get 6.
Nice.
You have 3. Which is
Strangely
5.
enough,
Not
5.
enough. That's pretty epic. And 6. So you and I roll again.
All right. Oh,
11. That's pretty big.
I can't beat that.
Sure you can.
this-
There you can. Look at that.
Risk style.
Cheater. All right. So you get a free upgrade, and I get a free
Right.
upgrade. And I'm going to move up to 8 on my Cardinal hold. So we each
Oh, actually,
go.
that's not what I want to do. I want to go here.
We each go up 1 on our infamy as well, because we upgraded a thing for each of us. So you and I go to 11.
This one gets to 11.
That's right. All right. Now I am off with my sugar. Problem is, I'm going against the wind. So each space is 2 points for me. 2, 4, and that's all I can do, because I only have a total of 5 movement. So I'm limping along out of Cartagena.
Okay.
The funny thing is, every time I say that, all I can think of
Think of
is
is-
D. John Wilder?
D. John Wilder?
D. John Wilder? It's like-
Hell, God from Cartagena.
That's showing my age. Ah, there we go. We get favorable
Nice.
winds. Would you like to go north?
I am going north.
It's like, yay!
Of course, now I'm going east, so it doesn't really matter. So.
I think it's called
So
East
we're
Gas.
gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. Actually, I think you could get there doing it differently.
Yeah,
you
you
could
could
go
have gone
1,
then go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you're still in the same
6,
spot.
yeah.
Yeah, you're almost there. You need to upgrade your sails if you're going to keep going between the La Habana Catalina cruise line here. Okay, Kraken Dan, you are up. You get a cup purse. You're getting a lot
I
of
think
those.
6 would have put her here, wouldn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you
Okay.
can count. I can't. There you go.
We both did the same thing. It was kind of cute.
All right.
Current purse. What do I do? Oh, I can steal a relic.
Steal a relic or
Or a
steal
bag of
someone's
money.
purse. Yes.
If I steal somebody's purse, do I get to? I don't have to
Exchange
trade it.
Yeah, you exchange. You
Yours.
give me yours or hers, and you change it back and
Money's
forth.
good, but I like relics. Let me take your map.
You're gonna take my map?
Yeah.
Pretty good. All right, so I go down by 1, and you
Is
go
that
up
worth
by
1?
Yep.
Okay.
You go up 1, I go
go
down 1.
and you go down.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. And where are you going?
Oh, right. I'm
Merchant
going
Marauding.
north, of course. Right. So, 2. Oh, sorry. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm landing here on
All right.
this merchant.
I'm gonna
ship.
let you roll for the merchant ship against him, but he's gonna add 5 to his roll
Right.
from his cannons.
9.
9, 3. So you
Right.
get 6
I get
items.
6 items, and I can hold that much because I can actually hold 8 at this point because of the sea chart.
Very
Yeah.
good. Yep.
So 6 will be fine.
So you're good. That's a good strategy so far.
Let me think about this.
There's not much sugar and not much fruit left. You're going to San Juan. You might want to take rum.
Yeah, San Juan was nice this time of year, and
Tortuga looks like fruit, which there's. How
what I'm
many
actually
left?
gonna do is take tobacco.
Tobacco.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take
Wacky
6
tobacco? Oh, because you're going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Is that right? You take tobacco, get it? Tobacco, Puerto Rico? Yeah.
It's actually I'm actually
Stretch.
hedging my bets because Tortuga's actually got it for 4.
Uh-huh.
San Juan's got it for 3. They're both pretty good price.
Depending
And if
on
she
the way the
switches,
wind-
if she switches either of the cards, you
You're
know,
such a like fastidious pirate. That's I don't even know what that means, but
it's the fiduciary.
all right. Okay. All right. I get the favorable winds, and I'm gonna go east.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to go 5. I will go. Where was I? I was there.
Mm-hmm. You have to go
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, so close to Caracas. Okay, it is all you, my love. You get favorable winds.
I think the
You should go south just to screw it, Dan.
do it. Oh, but yeah, you could.
Doesn't matter because she's right there, and then she's gonna go
Yeah.
south next turn anyway.
It does. Yeah, that makes sense.
That works
does,
pretty
yeah.
good. So
All right,
I'm
La Habana.
All right. Let's see. I am going to switch it with
What do you have?
Catalina.
Catalina? You're like this manipulative little like
Oh, yeah,
governor
between
of
those two.
islands. You know?
That's smart. Yeah, just keep
It
working.
is, yeah.
So
it
5,
is.
10,
And she's away from
15,
us, so she doesn't have to worry about
25,
it.
Next 30.
30.
30.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's some papaya fruit there or something. That's very popular. It must be rum infused.
Wait, did you sell fruit?
I did.
Yeah, right here.
Right.
Yes.
I'm looking at the wrong card. I'm looking
No.
at Catalina. Like what?
That's a lot. She's gonna upgrade
Yeah.
a lot here.
I mean, I realize the upgrades will be more expensive, but even at, what are they, 6
Yeah.
at that level? No, they're 8 at the level she's at.
Now, one thing to point out, we really haven't attacked each other much because it hasn't come into play really, and we really haven't been close enough to where it was
No,
an
not really.
advantage. 6 players. This, I mean, as you can imagine, if there's 3 more ships on here, the seas are very crowded, so there's going to be a lot more opportunity for that as well. So, the attacking does scale pretty well though with multiple players. It's not a case of somebody gets ganged up on or anything like that. So. Which is not bad because if you lose at a personal attack, the loser goes back to their home port. So you would lose whatever the difference is in the roll, and then you go back to your home
Do you
port.
both roll just the white?
Yes, you both roll just a white, and you would both add your cannon
Mhm.
score to it. Like when we first played this, Ninja Zack, he like maxed out his cannons like as quick as possible, and he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna attack and get this, and attack and get that," and it was pretty smart. So,
Okay.
what you got?
I'm going to upgrade sales, crew, and cargo for
24.
24.
Wow.
And then how many tobacco is left?
Tobacco, there is 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I can buy that for 1 each.
Yep.
So I'll do that.
All right.
And
How much do you have left?
we have 3.
Okay,
So
upgrade your
I'm going
cannons.
to upgrade cannons for
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. That's 12,
13,
13,
14.
14.
Wow, pretty good. Pretty
That's a
good.
big jump right there.
Pretty good.
Leapfrog. Matey.
Treasure key, relic. You may add
Mm.
2 to your infamy.
Nice.
Excellent. That's well deserved.
Would you say he has a plethora,
Plethora.
of relics?
A lot. A lot, plethora.
That's like the 3rd time we've quoted that guy.
El
Two
Guapo.
different
Yeah, I
movies.
know.
From 2 different
That's
movies.
right.
That's
All
funny.
right, so you changed the wind to south, which
Yeah.
makes me not want to go to San Juan anymore because, let's face it, it's not, I
Not
don't
that
wanna
good
go.
this time of year.
I don't want to go this time of year, right? So we'll just go west instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There you go.
I can sail.
Tortuga.
5 plus 3 is 8, so I'm
Tobacco's
fine.
4.
5, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, tobacco's still 4, so I have 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 24.
Yep.
That's why I picked that one because
we didn't do a new port card for her.
For her,
La
let's do
Habana.
that.
Yep. So La Habana gets a new port card,
there's my
and you're gonna get a new port
there's
card.
my money and
Put your mind on your money and your money on your mind.
I think we're gonna spend. Actually, the smart move would be to spend 8 on that.
Wow.
Well, because that one, if I keep these
Sure.
things, then that's not 8, dude. That's all cheating.
Gotta watch him and his
There we
pirating.
go. There's 8 there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bump the cannons up
Yep.
to
For
that,
6.
and I have 10 left. So I think I would like to. Yeah, I'm going to put them in a crew.
Okay.
And then I almost forgot. I
You
landed
get
in
to
a new
steal,
port. I get
relic.
to steal the last relic out there.
Nice.
Gets me another. Well, that gets me.
It gets you 3 points.
So 3 points
Yeah,
more.
you're going to
Plus
go up
whatever I
by
have here.
3. Yeah, so let's count yours up there. So
Alright.
you got a lot. Your little
Right.
relic thievery over there is helping you.
So what do we have on the board here?
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 5 is 12.
Right, and then the 2 maps,
13, 14, 15, 16,
and then the shrunken head.
17, 18,
19,
19, 20. There it is.
Ah,
that's the game?
20. That's the game.
So I got 10 points in that round?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty huge. The
Okay.
map. No, that's me. That's me.
Right.
You're you were there. Yeah,
that's fine
you're
then,
pink.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay, I got 6 points, but that's still
So that
really
was
good.
really big. The whole, I think the combination that really helped you was the fact that you could steal relics in the ports and that you got a lot of the cut purses. Because you had like 2 or 3 cut purses, I think.
Right, I got,
to
yeah,
steal
and that
the
let me
relics.
steal relics.
So you're like doubling up on stealing the relics.
And then all I had to do, since I had both of these cards, all I had to do was just keep building the crew up because I didn't have to
Exactly.
pay for my sales and my
Exactly.
things anymore.
That was great.
So, because I have 10 at each now.
Look at that. Mrs. Tox did not win. Kraken Dan is the king of the pirates. Yar! So that's Privateer. We've had a lot of fun with Privateer. When I first saw it and watched some of the videos that Insignia Games actually did, I thought it was a little too simple. But then when we sat down with it and started playing it, we were pleasantly surprised. The game is actually very easy to learn. There's basically 4 stats that you can upgrade, and they all make logical sense. The higher my sales, the more I can move. The more crew I have, the better I am at achieving skill tests. The higher my cannons, the better I can sink you and destroy you with. And the more hold, or the higher hold I have, the more goods I can put into that hold. So it all makes logical sense. The challenge, of course, is manipulating and controlling the markets, making as much money as possible, or attacking like Kraken Dan did, and gaining goods from merchant ships or other players to stock your hold and buy low and sell high so that you can then upgrade and gain infamy. Now, the pirates themselves are what really sets this game apart. I was really happy. As you saw in our game, we had one pirate with Mrs. Tox where she was able to completely exchange port cards. I was able to completely restock my hold for free, and Dan was actually allowed to go ahead and just steal from people depending on which port he went into or what relics were out on the board. All of them very different styles of gameplay, but allows us to tweak and adjust our gameplay strategies to that. And I really like that because you can play multiple games of this and each game is going to feel different. Now, then the relics and the fortunes that are in the main deck. The relics are very interesting. We drew a couple that were very impactful to adding one attribute to another attribute, and those are really fun. There's quite a bit that just give you straight up infamy points. And while they're good, I personally wish there may have been a little bit more variation to them. There's some that will just give you 2 victory points, and what sometimes can happen is if there's only 2 or 3 of those out and the black market comes out, there's really no advantage to buying one over the other. It does pose a little bit of an interesting schematic because you then have to kind of play the person and see which one they're going to put their money in for. We've had a case, for example, where we had 3 different players. The black market came out, 4 different players. The black market came out. The other 3 players had a 2-point relic. There was no difference in the relics other than their names. They were all just 2 points. But we all bid on the first 2-point relic. So we all blew our money on that first relic. One person got it, which was pretty interesting. But I do wish that there was maybe a little bit more variety amongst the relics. The fortune cards are great. They give you a lot of different capabilities between moving the wind, stealing money, stealing relics. Those make a good little fun impact on the game as well. Overall, we've really enjoyed Privateer, and actually for a beta copy, this is a really good copy. The little ships are really cool, the map is laid out really fun and really well. As you saw in our game, in a 3-player game, there's not a lot of bunching up. There can be at times. In a 5- and 6-player game, there gets to be quite a bit. Now, one thing I have been asked, because we like to post pictures as we're playing games on our Facebook and Twitter accounts, people have seen that and they've asked, how does this game play with 2 players? Well, it's designed and meant to be for 3 to 6. We've tried it with 2 players, and it does work. However, with 2 players, it's really not a lot of interaction amongst each player. You can play 2 players, but it's really more of a race at that point, because what will end up usually happening is one person will focus on one side of the board, one person will focus on the other side of the board, and you never really come together. It's still fun because you're battling merchant ships, you're going from port to port, trading cards. You still have the ability, depending on the cards you draw, to steal from each other, but there's a lot less interaction with that few players. So I can see why that Insignia Games made it 3 to 6 players. At the end of the day, we've enjoyed our time with Privateer, and if you've liked this preview, you can definitely check out more about them at their Kickstarter project page. There's going to be links below in the YouTube description, as well as at the end of this video directly to their page so you can check it out. In the meantime, we hope you've enjoyed this critical preview. Feel free to let us know your thoughts by leaving a comment below on the YouTube page, or you can join in on a discussion on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Google Plus by searching Crits Happen. Of course, you can always find us at our homepage at critshappen.com. But until we see you next time, we hope that you enjoy all of your high seas piracy inside of Privateer. Thanks so much for watching. Keep rolling those dice, and we hope they're all crits.